Levie. Today I want to share how I landed my job. Growing up in the remote village in Kuching, I used to dream of becoming a firefighter or working within the military. But the fate has a different story for me. As the only children in my underprivileged family, I couldn't afford to be picky about choosing what job I wanted to do. During school breaks, I used to work in various industries such as in construction, doing brick walls, in a restaurant as a waiter and a busboy, and also in a car wash shop. I also spent my nights volunteering at the local church as I slept in their hostel during these school breaks. Leaving Form 5, I didn't feel I wanted to pursue studies anymore because I don't want to burden my parents to support me financially, and I felt that I was old enough to have a job on my own. So I applied for a job application on the SBLE website and Sarawak e-recruitment website and was contacted for several interviews. As it turns out, my dream job as a firefighter and army officer requires a certain height to achieve, and I think I'm a little bit short during the time. Then it left me with two choices, which are to become a medical assistant or custom officer. I decided to drop the medical assistant as it requires me to study for another 3 years before I can work. And I choose the job I'm doing now. There I was being the youngest officer, barely 18 years old, shipped to do training for 3 months in Customs Academy Akmal with those guys who are 3 to 5 years older than me. Afterwards, I post here in Limbang, which is more than 1,000 kilometers from Kuching. But so far so good. Eventually, this job I just learned a little about before the interview has been my everyday job for about 17 years. I would be lying to say I haven't thought about switching to another job. A few times when things are overwhelming, but I grew to love it a little by little, especially when I started to have my own family. Previously, I was posted in Tadungan checkpoint for about 10 years, then to the custom headquarters for 5 years, and then back to border in Pandaruan for almost 2 years. Job scopes for the border are almost the same, which are significant to Royal Malaysian Customs Department's slogan, safeguard economy, secure the frontier. Hence, I would like to share a brief information that might be useful to you when you decided to cross Malaysia border. If you are living or entering Malaysia with an amount in cash or negotiable instruments exceeding an amount USD or US dollar 10,000 US dollar, you must make a declaration by submitting custom form number 7, or we call it KW 7, in accordance with regulation number 55, Customs Regulation 2019. Failure to do so is an offense, so make sure you don't do it, okay? Lastly, how I manage my time. It's sad to say that I need to burn midnight oils, and I have to decide when I should do my homework, when I should spend my time with my family, and most importantly, I don't neglect my job. Lastly, I hope after complete my degree, I really hope for a career advancement and to set an example to my kids and others that learning is ongoing process regardless of age. I like to quote a quote from Three Idiots movie. It said like this. It quote like this: "Pursue the excellence and the success will follow." That's all for me. Have a good day. Stay tuned. See ya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Mohd.Faizzil Dayang Fadzillah. I am 31 years old. I am from PJJ Group Miri. My matrix number is 291078. I have been working as a custom officer since February 2013. My first posting was in Port Klang, Selangor, and currently I am working in Miri, Sarawak since 2017 in Enforcement Department. Basically, the role of Royal Malaysian Customs Department is to implement policies related to industries, import, export, and other control established by the department and the government. Generally, it is to prevent uncustoms goods to enter our country, and RMCD mission is to be responsive on revenue collection, trade facilitation, and border control through integration of society and technology. As an enforcement officer, our main duty is number 1, to carry out intelligent operations on smuggling activities to increase enforcement against smuggling and irregularities. Number 2 is to carry out operations to eradicate smuggling in an integrated and coordinated manner through land and sea patrols, roadblocks, and inspection of suspected premises and outlets. Number 3 is to carry out investigation on smuggling activities as a result of information received, public complaints, or intelligence reports, and to complete investigation in the stipulated time frame. Number 4 is to carry out operations against targets or smuggling black areas to wipe out syndicate through raids, searches, operations, and propaganda. Number 5 is to open investigation papers on cases obtained to punitive action either through court prosecution or offer of compound. Number 6 is to manage the storage and disposal of seized goods efficiently. Number 7 is to carry out anti-smuggling campaigns to give awareness to the public regarding dangers of smuggling and build cooperation and networking with other local and overseas enforcement agencies. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a few challenges in our daily duties. First is to create awareness and knowledge by safeguarding the economy and securing the frontier towards possessive nation. Second is to implement cooperation between enforcement agencies in completing each other's tasks. Lastly is to raise awareness and spread information about the crime of smuggling, including selling and buying. As a working person, doing part-time study is quite a big challenge for me. I need to be disciplined, especially on time management. I should smartly organize my daily schedule on how to allocate time between work, study, and family. As a custom officer, I hope that our service deliver the best on providing facilities to the community and help to create community awareness regarding the importance of being responsible citizens to the country. In the same time, it will help the country in tax collection so that our national economy will always stable and secure. Thank you.
Hello everyone and good day. My name is Dayang Fadzillah binti Ramli. I'm 35 years old, Sabahan from Tawau, and I'm happily married. I've served in the Royal Malaysian Police for 10 years, and I'd like to share a bit about my journey, particularly the challenge I've faced and the lesson I've learned along the way. I started my career in the narcotic crime investigation at Miri district headquarters, where I served as an assistant investigation officer for 9 years. The world of narcotic crime is intense and fast-paced. I've worked on many cases under the Dangerous Drug Act 1952, and it has opened my eyes to the reality of drug addiction and crime. One of the most impactful parts of my work has been prosecuting habitual drug offenders under Section 39C of the Act. The individuals who are repeat offenders face severe punishment, including up to 7 years in prison and stroke of the cane. Over the years, I've successfully prosecuted 20 drug addict under this section, and while it felt good to see justice safe, it also shows how deep the issue of addiction runs. Many of the individuals come from difficult backgrounds, and it's not just about enforcing the law, but also recognizing the broader societal problem and play. It's been a touch but important lesson in understanding human behavior and the complexity of drug-related crime. In 2023, I received a transfer to Tambisan Police Station in Sabah. For those who might not know, Tambisan is located in a very remote part of the state. Adjusting to this new location brought a different set of challenges. Unlike Miri, where access to facility and resource was more straightforward, Tambisan is isolated. That the remoteness of the area presents unique difficulty, especially in terms of connectively the travel. One of the personal challenges I faced with this transfer was balancing my work with my distance education. I'm currently pursuing my studies at University Utara Malaysia, but the distance from Tambisan to UUM Miri campus is significant. Travel is not always easy or convenient, but I'm committed to my education. It's something I've always believed in, and I'm determined to keep up with my study no matter the obstacle. Managing both work and studies has been a delicate balancing act. There are days when I return from duty exhausted, and the idea of opening my book feels overwhelming. But I've learned that discipline and time management are key. Whenever I have free time, I make sure to revise my study and complete my assignment on time. It's not easy, but it's possible. I remind myself constantly that every bit of effort I put in now will pay off in the future. Support from my family and friends has been vital in keeping me motivated. They have always been there for me, encouraging me to push through the tough time. I always a lot to their unwavering support, and I've learned the importance of having a solid support system when pursuing ambitious goal. Whether it's a phone call, a message, or just knowing that they believe in me, it gives me the strength to keep going. Looking ahead, I know there will be more challenges to face, both in my career and my study, but with determination, support, and careful management of my time, I'm confident that I can overcome them. The road may be tough, but I believe it's leading me to be a brighter future. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it's reasoned with some of you who may be juggling multiple responsibilities or facing my own set of challenges.